no other, and they're never in real time. There's no conversation of stability with them. There's no stability and no conversation. So when I realized, and too, Shannon, I love the other comment I have to say when you talked about use the example. I love the examples used with Trayvon when the narcissist in the situation say, "Oh yeah, Trayvon's wallet was missing." Say, "Oh no," that scenario. That's how they are. They always try to make it seem like you are the problem when they are the problem, and they are also their own problem.
Yes.
Right. And when you begin to recognize, when the victim begins to recognize that they do not have to be victimized anymore, and that the mask off. Now that part, to be able to take the mask off of a narcissist is really, you got to be fortified. You got to have support. You got to have proof. You got to have also, proof,
be ready for that backlash.
For that. It is. Because the backlash is wicked. The Hey, it's a good one today. Happy Sunday. This is Just Stop It. This is yours truly, the Grand Queen, coming at you. Good evening, good morning, good night, good afternoon, wherever you are, whoever you are. Welcome to Just Stop It again. So again, listen, we've got a good one for you. We're nearly at the end of April. Tonight is an April recap on some of the things, some of your favorite vibes, some of the vibes, should I say, that have helped get you to it, get you through it, get you with it for the month of April. Before we move on, we've got our other host of the show, our very own, our opulent one, Shannon Grace Chappelle, in the house tonight.
Hey, how are you? How are you?
Hey, Shannon.
Good to see you.
Good to be seen.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And we've got the other hot spot of the show, that apple that doesn't fall far from this amazing tree, our very own Trey Wiz, media producer in the
Hey,
house.
y'all. Warm welcome every time. A warm welcome every time. I love it. What's up, Mama? What's going on?
Absolutely.
How y'all feeling?
Not much. Good.
Y'all feeling all right?
We feeling all right today. You know, we have those days, but it's okay.
That's all right.
It's good to share. It's good to share the experience. It's good to know at least my parents used to say, at least you feeling something.
Yeah.
That part, you alive and you breathing. That part.
Right, you alive and breathing. So yeah, I can't complain today. There's no complaints. Just happy to be able to witness so many things that's coming to fruition that is happening for all of us in this 2024. And just to shout out to Chef Alva tonight. You know, we were sharing the other day that this is our year. She said, this is our years.
2024 is definitely the year.
This is our years. Everything that was missing, anything that was missing, anything, as the scripture say, that the cankerworm has eaten up, because a worm is a worm is a worm. If it's eating up the crops, and it leaves a residue, the cankerworm eats the crops and everything in sight, and it leaves a nasty residue to kill the root of the plants. However, we are out here advocating for good mental health. We are killing the root of bad mental health. We're killing the root of things that have caused us not to progress, not to be able to do what we need to do and be all that we can be. We are killing it. We're putting it down, advocating for good mental health. And we thank everybody We love you like no other.
Not with the
Yeah.
accent on that. Right,
Everybody.
Everybody.
right.
Everybody.
It's been a lot of
Yes.
love that's
So,
been flowing through here over the last,
yes,
especially
it
like my
is.
grandmother said,
Oh
the last
yeah.
couple shows, like you just said, she said, the last couple of shows. I'm
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
happy for the
Yeah.
consistency for the people that come in here, they stay in here to the end. So that's much appreciated.
Absolutely.
Don't be afraid to say hello.
Absolutely.
I see people already watching right now. So I mean, don't be
Yeah.
afraid to
Aries watching
to say
from
what's up. Let us
YouTube.
know that you're there,
Yeah.
YouTube or Facebook
Absolutely.
or yeah. So
Everybody who's watching and listen, we love you
Yes.
like no other as God does. Love you, Ari. Love you, EJ. If you watching, Grandma.
Hey.
yeah, for all the consistent, right? For all the
And
consistent ones,
all
she
the
said she's definitely going to
consistents.
try to do it. Oh
Exactly.
yeah, so the
Joe,
dad
Sure.
mentality,
Me TV,
dad mentality
everybody.
podcast.
Yeah, dad
He
mentality. Absolutely.
so
Uh-huh.
when
Hey.
Rodney is his first name, so he goes, you know, so he is in Bali right now. And he
Wow.
said good morning
Wow.
from Bali because it's morning
Good
time there.
morning.
It's eight oh
Yes.
eight
Amazing.
p.m.
You
here.
are happening
But
in
to
Bali. You know
tune
you're down
yeah
in
to
Bali.
tune in and to
Wow.
share the post because
What?
Oh,
he seen
All
the post this
right.
morning. So good morning to
Stop
you.
good
playing.
And
Oh
I'm
morning.
my
glad.
God.
Yeah, that's kind of cool though. I
It is.
appreciate
Yes,
you
It
all
is.
the way
taking that
from
time. You
Bali.
on a different part of the world.
Wow.
You in a
I'm
different
telling
Indeed.
part
you,
of the
he's
world.
on the
Yes.
true tip. I'm telling you, true to his word, true to the
Thank
mission,
you.
true to life. We love you like that. We love you like no other.
Yeah,
My
that's
Yes.
cool.
guy, all the way in Bali.
Please
Who
take pictures.
knew?
Please bring something home for your house or
Yes,
something
please
tangible because
Period.
send
people do
us some
not get to
pics.
do that. Yeah, people do not get to do that.
Exactly. Oh,
That's
what an
cool.
honor. What
Hey,
an honor.
and then
Ah,
my
Hey. Yes.
grandmother,
There's no
all
Margaret
right,
Gray,
Queen
better.
Margaret, my
yeah,
big
she said, "Hey,
sister.
what's up, Margaret Gray? Excited."
Hi,
What?
mommy.
All right,
Hey, Grammy,
Queen
Hi,
Margaret
mommy.
in the house tonight. Stop playing.
that's
Oh
cool.
my
I
God,
got
this is
something for you.
so amazing.
Oh yeah, true. Let me go ahead and
Yes.
slide you over actually, so you can
Oh,
show
yes.
her live. She can
Oh,
watch this back
yes.
later.
I'm gonna show it live, and I know it's supposed to be a surprise, but you know it's coming.
Yes,
Um,
go with
I
it.
I got I've been in the creative been in the creative mode and everything. We've been making our rings and making our resin art, and right now I'm doing frogs, and then I have a surprise later of some other item I'm going to make with resin. There's so much I want to do, but I want to show two of my froggy babies, and one of them is going to be yours. And I have a few things to
Wow.
do, and I'm going to actually
Wow.
bring it by because I said I'll give you one. So here's lavender. I hope you can see it. Let me turn it around this way.
Yep, you
Here's the
definitely can.
lavender,
Hmm.
and those are I love my gold.
Beautiful.
That's
I
my
put the
mama.
Yes.
flowers.
That's my
I
I
put
mama.
I
love
put
the
the flowers
energy.
in there, and I do this one by one, and I use tweezers to put everything where it needs to be and arrange it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Two
it
Yeah.
is
layers. Yep,
absolutely.
2 layers here that I do. You can probably see it that way better with the two
Yes.
layers.
Yes.
And it takes hours to
Wow.
do. So this one's going to be my baby. This is going to live with my other children.
That's all
Oh
right.
my
But
God.
Shoot, I
but
got
you
mine over
know,
Okay.
here.
look, everybody has their own. So this is the color for you. I
My
put
favorite
flowers in
color is
it.
yellow. Yeah.
Your favorite color is yellow. I put flowers. I put a butterfly in there. I don't know if you can see her.
Yeah.
2 layers like that,
That's what I'm saying. That is
and
amazing.
I got to
Yeah.
make sure
That's
I get
beautiful,
it
Wow.
get
mommy.
it frame.
Yeah.
Make sure I get it in
My
frame.
God.
Yeah, and I also have a more solid color bookmark for you that I have to do. But of course, there's things I have to do to it where I know it's complete. I don't let it leave me until I do certain things to it. I'm,
As
I'm
much as
very
I
adamant about that. I really, really, really am, and
Wow.
um, just to make sure it's complete in my eyes. So I'm
of
going to
course.
get that to
Yeah.
you along with the bookmark. It's for your belated birthday. Her birthday was
Wow.
Miss
Wow.
Margaret
Wow.
Gray.
Wow.
My mom, Trayvon's
April
grandmother.
19th. Yep.
It was April the 19th. We celebrated. It's a blessing to, just have you here with us another year. We love you. We appreciate you, who
Definitely
you
do.
are,
Absolutely.
everything else. So I just wanted to show that to you. And I want to also
Yes.
show our audience as well what I'm doing. Again, I am a spoken word artist. I am a resin artist. I'm an artist in so
Yes.
many different
That's
ways.
my mama, y'all.
And
Hmm.
I
Absolutely.
love to create. It's very therapeutic. Um, the professor actually mentioned that, Grand Queen, you can actually just get lost in this.
Hmm.
Yes. Yes.
It's like
Yeah.
a
Like it's
floating
water
garden,
inside.
right?
Yeah.
It's
Yes, it
water
is.
inside,
It
and it's
is
like a
therapeutic.
floating garden, and you can just,
Mm-hmm.
it's very beautiful. It has weight to it.
Yes.
Um, and if anybody is interested in anything, getting a piece, it's custom made. Just shoot me
You
a
better plug
DM.
yourself. You better
Shoot
Yes.
me a
plug
Yes.
yourself.
DM. Let me know.
Absolutely.
Let me
Yes.
know.
Throw
Yes,
it
So
out
we can
there.
opulent one.
discuss. We can discuss color. We can discuss
Absolutely.
everything. Like I say, custom made. So
Check
again,
out
if
this
you're
comment,
interested,
mommy.
I'm sorry, I can't read it. We like see, my site is going out. Can you
Not
read
a
it to me
problem.
one
So
time?
it's not a problem at all. He said we like frogs at Dad Mentality Podcast also.
Oh,
So
thank you so
yeah,
Absolutely.
much.
so as far
All right.
as I think he's saying, if you want to do
Mhm.
some business can get
Absolutely.
done.
Oh,
So
oh, definitely,
Yes.
of
Plug
so
it
course,
that's
in
awesome.
Valley. Plug it
Yeah.
in Valley,
I'm
Dad.
I am going to show everything that I do. So just stay tuned for all of it. I mean, I
That's
love
what's
Absolutely.
up.
sharing,
Absolutely.
with my family, with the JTI family. Love sharing with my family here, my immediate family, um, because I put a lot of heart and a lot of soul into what I do, and I'm
Yes, you
very
do.
meticulous with it, and I really want to see the beauty in it, as
Yeah.
I create it.
Absolutely.
And of course, I live by the principle of, if I'm not satisfied with it, or if I don't like it, I will
Then
not
yeah.
present it to you,
Yes. Why would I
for
put it
Absolutely.
sure,
out?
for sure.
Yep.
So just
Absolutely.
let me know. Just stay tuned for all the cool stuff I have coming up. Um,
Absolutely.
Soon I will show you everything, and I'm
Yeah.
making
Absolutely.
rings too. Making
Yes.
rings,
Yes.
I know that's
Wow.
making
right.
jewelry. We're
You
doing
better
Listen.
plug
everything.
yourself.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
You better plug
yes.
yourself.
Absolutely.
So thank you
Send
very
us send
much.
send some
Of
messages.
course,
Send, you
mommy.
guys can
Yes.
message us at Facebook,
Hmm.
and that'll definitely just that'll get right back over to our opulent one. She's
Hmm.
our own, so we are very proud.
And that's
We
my
are
mama,
very,
y'all.
very
So you know I'm happy
proud, and
about it.
that's Trayvon's
that's
mom. So
that's
we
your
are
mom.
all ecstatic,
That's my mama,
everybody.
okay?
Oh
Thank
my God!
you.
So that's cool.
Wow,
Thank you to
Thank
everybody
that
you.
that's watching
is
right
Thank you
now. Don't
so
be afraid to
much.
like
yes,
it or thumbs it up, say
yes,
hello. We don't
yeah,
want y'all just watching.
yeah,
We do want y'all to talk to us at the
yeah.
same time. So let's do remember
Exactly.
that.
Oh
Put
yeah,
in the
You know.
chat about
absolutely.
it. Listen, if you
Yeah.
want to place your order, see on Facebook, just leave some information or
Of
whatever,
course.
and we'll get back to you. Shannon will get back to you. Shannon, is there a page you'd like for viewers
I,
to
I don't
send
have a
messages to
page.
you?
I don't have a page as of yet, so I'm getting ready to pull that together. But I'm
Absolutely.
always on here. I can't be reached. If you're interested in that, and I'll share once I have all that together. Finally, right now I'm
Absolutely.
in the
Sure.
developmental phase of just making sure that I have the product and the art. I'm doing the type of artwork I want to do and want to present to y'all. So just
Understood. Quality. Yeah.
this quality. Like I said, I won't give it to
Yes.
you. If I don't like it, I will definitely not give it to you. I want you to have the
Understood.
Right.
best of what I'm
Understood.
doing. And really quick too, I don't know if I just mentioned, as far as that's the little button ring I made as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right now we're teaching ourselves, along with me and my daughter, with all the equipment, to do custom made jewelry, and we're starting with rings. So they are definitely, um, we can fit them to size, or we can make them adjustable. We have done
Absolutely.
stones, and we have done in classes too. Done stones, and right now we're just doing little common little buttons that you can wear with a wire.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
it's made to
Yeah.
fit. So that's all I have right now.
Wow.
Just stay tuned.
All
Yeah.
I
right.
like I
All
said,
That's
we're
what's
right on
up.
right.
Plug
time here.
yourself. Yeah. Plug
Yes.
yourself. It's
Yes.
about
But
time. I like that.
thank you so much for your
Yes.
interest and your
Yes.
encouragement,
Yes.
and your good vibes on this project that I'm doing. In terms
Absolutely.
of mental health, doing things like this is really good for your mental health. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can always tie that into that because you're focusing on something else. So
absolutely.
that's why
I feel that.
I'm
Absolutely.
very, very, very big on having projects that you can do, or somehow
Occupy you.
getting
Yeah.
to occupy and just not make your mind so busy. Especially for
Absolutely.
someone that has depression and anxiety and that type of stuff.
Exactly.
So that's my goal
Yeah.
too.
Exactly.
Great
So thank
tips.
you,
Exactly.
Yeah. Great tips,
thank
mommy.
Yes.
you.
Oh my God, opulent one. And you are amazing. This is why you are the opulent one
Oh,
like
thank
no
you,
other.
thank
And it
you.
shows, yeah, for
And
good
it
Yeah.
reason.
shows even more, and the increase is just phenomenal and
Oh
expected,
yeah.
because from such a phenomenal person that you are, from
Oh.
knowing you from day one,
Oh.
it's that's just the way it is. It's
I know that's
expected.
right. Recap. I know
Yes,
that's
Oh.
right.
it's expected.
April
That's
recap.
that's a part of
Oh,
my
thank
recap.
you.
Yes.
And
So
I saw
Yeah.
you, and my mother said thank you. So thank you,
yes,
Mom.
Yeah.
yes,
You're
Queen
welcome.
Margaret, absolutely.
You're
Yeah.
And
definitely
for
Oh,
welcome. I
and
those
hope
who
you
are
speaking
can.
of
who
her,
are watching,
hmm
Shannon, what Shannon just mentioned too, it's therapeutic. It takes you away from thinking so much about other things, because it's mental health therapy. This is a part
Mm-hmm.
of self-care, being able to know yourself, being able to be able to I have to say, commit to something outside of the realm of whatever's troubling you, being able to touch base with something that is increasing your creativity. And
hmm
Mm-hmm.
that's it made me mindful of the narcissist, to stop considering or thinking about the narcissist. Something like this, being engaging your creative self in these amazing pieces in the art and literature and writing and things like that, it helps to keep you from thinking about the devil's advocate, the narcissist.
hmm
I'm just
Yes.
saying,
hmm
because it is.
Yes.
I call it because it's unnatural. The devil's advocate keeps you from ruminating or even considering to
And
think
Mm-hmm.
I'm
that
glad that
the
we
narcissist
giving
is
out some
correct.
tips and stuff
Oh
this month.
yeah,
I
oh
like that as
yeah.
a recap. We
This
giving out
this
some
is it.
tips. I'm
Oh
rocking with
yeah.
that.
This is a
Okay.
part
You
of it.
learn.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes. Oh my
You
God.
learn and you
So
think
Trey, give
about
us
that.
well, let's put down a disclaimer. Let's get into the disclaimer
Oh yeah, yeah.
before we go
We can
further.
Okay,
we
so
can
go
do
We
that.
had
ahead.
to that had to be. Shannon had to, we're all shining and sharing, and that's what makes us all fly like eagles with our
Mm-hmm.
eaglets. And
That
and I
part.
love what you said, your frogs are your pieces are your babies. Yes,
Yes, they
because it's a
are.
very much a part of you, your
And I like
creation, your
that
creative
everybody
self.
of importance has a piece. So if
A
you notice
piece.
a circle, a personal circle to her, I'm starting to see even more of the sentimental value because everybody that has a significant, piece in her life is getting one.
Absolutely.
My
Well,
mom
thank
is not
you.
going to take
Exactly.
the time to make you something that
That
takes
make
that long to get
exactly, Trey.
to get done if she
Yeah.
does not care. So let that
For
be known.
real.
It is not.
Yes.
It's the profit is not worth it to any of us if it's
I'm
not a
telling
genuine
you.
reason why we're doing it. So
It takes
Yeah.
but that
And the
disclaimer,
work is
don't forget
so
that.
24 hours.
intricate. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's very
but
24
intricate.
hours.
yeah,
Wow.
but hit us with that
Wow.
disclaimer if you don't mind while I got that up
Oh,
on the
yeah, of
screen.
course.
Yeah,
Sorry about
hmm
that.
absolutely. Yeah.
No, no,
So
no, you good,
tonight,
mommy.
the information in our videos and our recordings is not intended nor implied to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. All content, including graphics, images, information contained in our videos and recordings, is for general information purposes only and does not and will not ever cannot replace a consultation
Yeah.
with your own doctor or health professional. Always seek
hmm
medical
Mm-hmm.
professional advice. What we share with you is to enhance and engage you with the best, to seek the best medical
hmm
advice and professional.
Mm-hmm.
Always
You
seek
always
the
deliver
best,
that on
because
point.
there's a whole bunch of stuff out there. Seek the
Oh,
best.
yeah.
Yeah, you always deliver
That's
that
a
right.
part.
Yeah, that's called
Absolutely,
legal coverage,
absolutely.
everybody. Just to let y'all
Well,
know, because all that we
let them
say, we
know.
Absolutely.
never want
Cover
y'all
your
to feel like,
ankles. That's what they
yeah,
tell
cover.
me in HR. Cover your ankles.
Yeah, so we never
Mm-hmm.
want y'all to be led astray by anything we're saying.
hmm
We never want anything to come out our mouths. And as we watch our stuff back and watch our playback and everything, we never want anything to be taken to the point where you think that anything we're saying, it might be of value, but not so valuable to you that you would lean towards us instead of leaning towards a medical professional.
Yeah.
Is our point. That's what we're trying to,
Yeah.
Exactly.
get across.
It's
So
Exactly.
definitely very
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
It's very important to seek that, that medical help.
yes,
Hopefully something that you may have learned here during our discussion
yes,
will prompt you to have you have to psych yourself up to go to the doctor,
yeah,
or
which is
psych
true.
yourself up to see a therapist. And we have such a certain people have such a bad thing about, you don't go to a therapist.
Yeah.
That
Phobia.
thing we always say.
Yeah,
What
Yeah.
goes
That
on in the house,
phobia
stay in the house.
or
They don't need to know
taboo.
my business.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
go on and on.
I feel
But
you.
that is the part, coming here and being transparent. Like I said, we hope that it helps guide you toward saying, all right, it's okay to not be okay, and
Exactly.
for
Right.
you to go and seek some help. It's not a thing of shame to say, look, at this point, I went as far as I can go. I did all
Right.
I can do. I'm not functioning the way I need to be. And for you to go ahead and seek some help. It's okay to do that. We applaud you for doing that.
Yeah,
And
that
that's the
part.
one
Exactly.
thing that we definitely encourage, for you to take those steps. And,
Hmm.
Exactly.
we're encouraged you to take them,
Oh
Exactly.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
so you can live, you live
Yeah.
the best life you can. You can live the best possible life that you can moving forward.
And let me
Exactly.
remind everybody that it's a
Mm-hmm.
safety net. Watching our
Yeah.
platform is not about we want it to be, and I say, let me speak for myself, even though I know both my
Okay.
mom and professor feel the same way. Um,
Yeah.
I want people, especially as someone, she announces me, professor announces me as the producer and everything, that I take a lot of pride and respect in that. Let me say that first of all. So anything with anyone's name or face on it, we definitely don't want to uh, take and use as something that isn't real and genuine. Because you can easily call out any one of us for anything that, wasn't right in the beginning. I'm glad to
Mm-hmm.
have a clean slate as far in a clean
Yes.
timeline when it comes to all that we've done as far as transparency, as far as the disclaimer and letting you
Mm-hmm.
guys know not to be led astray, but you know,
Absolutely. I
yeah,
get that. I
Absolutely,
yeah,
get that.
absolutely, absolutely,
hmm
and it's about safe passage too.
yeah,
Mentally. As I have to just piggyback on, and I love the clip that Trey put in one of our shows where I emphasized the importance of good mental health.
yes,
You can't emphasize it enough because it's integrated into every aspect of our lives,
hmm
and it should not even be considered a taboo, anymore the way it
unfortunately,
used to
yeah,
be. It
it
should
is,
not even be
unfortunately.
considered a myth anymore the way it used to be. Now we have to learn to embrace it, because I just want to pop a little reflective vibe in here,
So go
from the
ahead,
scripture
shoot, why
for
not?
all of our Sunday church folks today. Um,
Okay, I know some of y'all in here
uh,
praying about something. Ain't nothing wrong with
right.
it.
All
Yeah.
right. So just want to just encourage you. We're not even about going to church, but we're talking about because our life is attached to everything. It really is about our Father God in Christ, and whether people believe in Jesus or not, it doesn't matter,
Or
because
not,
the
yeah,
bottom line, it still
Mm-hmm.
leads back to Him anyway.
yeah,
So
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
it's my parents used to say it's about
Tell
one's
you.
conviction. It's about how you are convicted. So
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
here we are, and I just want to share this little passage with you, from Luke chapter 10, verse 19 from the Message Bible. Of course, we always dropping a little message on you.
Because
So
you need
here's a
something,
little
you need it.
tidbit.
That's why you're here.
Absolutely,
Uh huh.
absolutely. So it says, "See what I've given you, safe passages as you walk on snakes and scorpions, and protection from every assault of the enemy. No one can put a hand on you." Now, this passage, we're talking about, the passage, everything that happens and starts in the mind, and then
Mm-hmm.
the heart feels it, the body acts it out, and more. But it's based upon safe passage in the mind from one place to another. So this passage emphasizes that believers or humankind has been granted authority over evil forces. Now,
Mm.
narcissists is one of
Mm-hmm.
them. It's a serious evil force that engages so many other stuff. Other company comes with narcissism, and it
Mm-hmm.
symbolizes walking on snakes and scorpions, because the narcissist, you can't see it. Can you ever see a snake? Some snakes just blend right into the atmosphere, wherever it is. Garden snakes, they blend right in.
I like
Chameleons,
that
they blend
analogy.
right in. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a narcissist. Until you figure out where it's at, until you get into the energy, you get into the atmosphere and understand
Hmm.
how it thinks, how it works,
Hmm.
and how it moves, and how you have to maneuver with that
But you know what?
narcissist.
I do like
So
the
walking on snakes and scorpions,
I
that's
do
what it
like the
is.
tip that my mom gave on, I can't remember which one it was, one of the recent ones talking about narcissism and stuff like that, about
Mm-hmm.
not making your narcissist aware that you are
Covert.
aware that you are
Yeah, she said
being
Yes.
covert.
under,
Yeah.
yes, yes, being
Yes.
held under narcissist
Uh-huh.
energy. Plot
Yeah,
and
she
move
said be
safely,
covert.
Yeah.
Yes.
continue to go as you do, as much, as much as you
Yeah.
can, safely.
Yeah.
We're not
Safe
influencing you or
passage.
telling you to deal with anything that is of harm.
Mm-hmm.
Disclaimer, because
Yeah.
I'm about to put it up
Exactly.
again as a disclaimer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
we're not telling you guys to um bear unnecessary, but we're trying to tell you to plot safely, move out safely,
Exactly.
because
Yeah,
a
covert.
narcissist
Yeah.
is not going to
Mm-hmm.
allow you to just leave. It's not going to happen. You
Exactly.
have
Yeah.
to escape or
Exactly.
disappear.
Without trying to
Well,
kill
So
yeah.
without trying to kill your unkill, what was the word you used last week, Shannon?
unalive.
Unalive, without
Unalive.
trying to
Yeah,
Unalive.
unalive your
yeah,
whole character, without trying to unalive even your
Mm-hmm.
physical life. And
yeah.
because now with that part, the spiritual part, for some who don't believe, that's okay, but for those who have passed through, who have come through safe passage, know and understand, and there is a cause for rejoicing in
Hey,
God's
Kenny.
authority and his presence with us. And what we do, it's not about what we do for God. It's not about the things we do for God. It's about what God does for us. The improvements,
Mm-hmm.
the uncovering the narcissist mask, taking that
Hmm.
mask off and being able to stand against that evil, that part.
Yeah.
That part is real time. So yeah, covert is what you said, Shannon. Move
Moving
covertly, move
coldly. You
secretly.
know
Hmm.
Moving
what you
cold, even
mentioned.
speaking cold.
What you
Kidden said
Yes.
hi to
mentioned.
everybody, just to
Hey,
Hey,
throw it out
Kenneth.
Dr.
there.
K.
Yeah,
You know
Dr. K in
what
the
you
house. All right.
what
yeah.
you mentioned was spiritual. Those are the tools and stuff that you need. If you're a believer or not. But if you are a
Exactly.
believer of some capacity, then you're going to need good faith. You're going to need
Yeah,
strong faith. I have
exactly.
again, I have never, and thank God, I have dealt with somebody that is a narcissist. I don't think, as I learn, I may
Hmm.
have, but I think that as far as I am, somebody that's a narcissist in a relationship, to me, it's an abusive relationship. It's a
Yeah.
manipulative relationship.
Hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
when I say, covert, and what you just mentioned, Trayvon, is if you are moving out of that situation, be careful and be very aware how you move out of that situation
Hmm.
safely.
Yep.
Because
Absolutely.
somebody
Safe
that can be
passage.
manipulative like
Yeah, safe
that, and
passage.
someone that can be deceitful like that, you
Yeah.
don't know how they will be physically and where they
Yeah.
are mentally in other ways.
Yeah.
So you
Mm-hmm.
don't want to get hurt. You want
Absolutely.
to make sure that you are safe,
Hmm.
Absolutely.
safe,
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Yeah.
physically,
Yeah.
that you're not
Hmm.
hurt.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
and when I mention unalive, I'm not, usually certain platforms
Yeah.
don't want you to use certain words and you can
Hmm.
Right.
get,
Right.
but I
I
Exactly.
feel
guess
So
that.
if we're
we
not
don't know if StreamYards like
demonetized,
that or not, but we
yeah,
got it.
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
just so we cover all our
Right.
bases as we
Right.
always do.
Disclaimers and all. Yeah. I get it.
Yes.
I
Exactly.
get it.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yep.
it's so true. And to stop thinking about it is equally challenging. This is why I shared an article with everybody on our
Hmm.
Facebook page at the Just Stop It page on
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Romani.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This is a teachable moment. Dr. Romani.teachable.com.
Mm-hmm.
Talking to yourself, taking yourself out of the realm of the narcissist, because
Mm-hmm.
really, when you have intrusive thoughts,
Hmm.
it allows those narcissistic vibes to take you over when you have intrusive thoughts,
Yeah.
or negative or
Very true.
anticipated negative thoughts, according to Dr. Amen, who wrote The End of Mental Illness. I call it the Mental Health Bible. The End of Mental
I feel
Illness
that
by
though.
Dr. Daniel Amen. Yeah, I mean, like, listen, our Bible is not the only one that is a guide. It's not the only thing that is a guide. God has given us
Hmm.
so many different guides and people with it to help us to live the best life that we can. And again, to be able to stop thinking about the narcissist. And just like you said, Shannon, sometimes we don't even know we are up against stuff like that
Until it's too
No.
late. Yeah. Until you're already deep
until
in
it's
it. Yeah.
that late in the game.
Hmm.
You knee deep, waist deep, neck deep, and you like,
Deep,
Yeah,
deep.
for real
wow,
though.
somebody throw
Yeah,
me
for
a
real.
lifeline. Where my
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel
lifelines
you.
at?
I feel
So
you though.
yeah, so to recap, so family, for those of you who are watching, chime in with what's your recap for the month
Hmm.
of April,
Now, how's it going? How you feeling? What you
yeah,
got going
how's it
on?
Yeah.
You
going?
know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a recap tonight. This is
Mm.
your time. This is your space. This is our space. We want to hear from you. How has any of our shows for the month of April, because we really went in and it's about accountability and support.
Yeah.
Did some of the things that you did, some of the things that you heard, did it help you to become more accountable? How else can we become accountable and support you in your mental health journey? For those who've experienced
Hmm.
narcissistic relationships, what's your take on it? You
Yeah.
know, and again, some of us didn't even know we was in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We know. However, share. This is the time for you to share and keep sharing. That's the thing. This is ongoing. And that's what
Yeah.
we love
Every
about Just
Wednesday,
Stop
every
It.
Sunday. Yeah. Every Wednesday, every
It's
Sunday so far.
ongoing.
Yeah.
And my takeaway is the wake up. What they say, woke. I'm woke. I'm
I know
straight up
that's right.
woke
Mhm.
about this
Mhm.
level, the level of
And you know
narcissism.
what? That actually brings up a question. So one question to both of you. Professor, you can
Okay.
start and then I'll let my mom answer.
Okay.
Um, what is the thing you appreciate about this platform the most? Since we're talking about transparency and everything that we're trying to do, so whoever watches this catches it later, maybe watching now, or
Uh-huh.
people on the other side of the world, watching in the morning. So good
Yeah.
morning to
Joanne
those
Valley,
people.
Good
Yeah,
I'm
good
morning.
morning
telling
to
you.
Rodney Dad Mentality Podcast. But what is one
Yeah.
thing that you guys appreciate the most about this show? Because I went through a whirlwind of different emotions of appreciation and just having a platform and meeting y'all on your radio show first and then us getting
Mhm.
here, and like a lot has actually happened very fast, and I'm
Yeah.
appreciative of the flow. So what one thing that you guys appreciate about the platform, so far?
Well, I appreciate just the flow. I love the flow. I
That's what's
love the
up.
flow because I made my living in the public, as a public servant,
Yeah.
Mhm.
uh, coming up as a child. We were community service. We
Hey,
worked,
Ari.
with community
What's
service.
up?
Hey,
Hey.
Air.
What's
Hey,
up?
that's my baby girl. Hey, girl.
All right.
That is
That part.
Queen America. That's Miss America right there. She
That
got
part.
some
Yeah.
stories to share. I can't wait till she shares it with
A
us,
warrior for
man.
real.
Amazing. A
You out
warrior
there.
straight up in
Definitely
the Black
appreciate it.
Woman's Club. I'm
Hmm.
telling you.
Mhm.
And shoot, and thanks
Um,
again for real for being like here for your mom's like birthday like celebration and us recognizing
Oh
your
yeah,
I'm
mom.
I love
telling you.
that.
So
I'm
yeah,
telling
not
I
you.
to
We
love
cut you
love
that.
off at
her.
all, Professor, but I just wanted to thank her
Absolutely.
for just finding the
Absolutely.
time of what she does to do that because that was a nice
You
launch. Speaking of
know,
April
I'm
and
telling you,
our
and they've
recap,
been there. They've been
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
They've
Oh
been there.
yeah.
My children, they've been there. They really, Ariel been there. Joey been there his platform is Me TV. And then I think he got Mickle, another one too. Joey, if you
Yeah.
listen, I love you, baby. And Will, who helped to start
Oh.
it. And then my oldest daughter, Tiffany, we'll hear from her sooner or later. I
that's what's
love
up.
them
Mhm.
all, and they're the ones who taught me how to embrace change, how to embrace. I mean, I thought I
Mhm.
was like, the real millennium mom, but sometimes certain things have to happen, and you can't stop it, and you don't need to
I
stop
feel
it.
you.
You need
I
to
feel you.
learn
Oh.
from it and grow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Find a
yeah.
space of growth,
Mhm.
even if all you can do is just be there to witness it. Find a
Ari had
space of growth so that you can help.
Ari had left 2 comments. She said that, well, I got another comment from my grandmother too, but she says, Ari says, I appreciate the shared experiences. Thank you, family. And then she said, I would not have missed it for the world. Yeah, meaning your
Oh,
Absolutely.
birthday, meaning being
Love
there
you,
to say
Queen
happy birthday
Margaret.
to you. Yeah. No,
Absolutely.
Ari had left
Absolutely.
that
Ari.
comment. Yeah. Ari had
Oh,
left
yeah,
that
love you,
yeah,
comment.
I left
Ari.
that one.
Yeah.
Saw that
She had
Absolutely.
made that
too.
comment about
Absolutely.
being, yes.
She's good. And you
And
know
then my
she's at the
grandmother,
top of the world. She's at the
hmm
top of the world, all the way from Alaska. So for everybody who didn't know that, she's all the way
in
from
another part of the
Alaska,
world too. In
another
another
part of
part
the
of the
world.
world.
Still
Yeah.
still America, but it's at the top of the world. I'm like,
That part.
wow.
I,
That
Yeah, I
uh,
must have never
she's
Ari,
commented.
phenomenal.
Ari, my friend from Bali had tuned in, so we're speaking on different parts. It's the first time we had somebody, though he's from
All
America, though
right.
he's from Maryland. He,
Yeah.
happens to be in Bali
Salam.
right now, so he tapped in a little while ago and was
All
hanging out
right.
with
Thank
us. So that was
you.
kind of cool too. So thank you for everybody
All
that's
right from Bali.
tuning in from
Thank
Amen.
you
wherever you from.
guys. Thank
Yeah,
you.
and
Absolutely.
a
This
land
Yes.
is
from far, far away,
phenomenal.
she says.
I'm
Oh
Exactly.
telling
yeah.
you, this is so good. And that's what we are, that's that part. That's
Yeah.
what we are wanting. And that's what we must do. Continue to reach my parents used to say, reach
Yeah.
make a global effort because this is happening to everybody
Hmm.
around the world. And
That's
we
why I
got
got
to
the
be
world
able
behind
to
us.
understand it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love
I
it.
done stuck
I
with that.
love it.
Yeah, that's why
It's
it's just
on
so
point.
fitting. Yeah, for real.
It's perfect. It's so perfect. Yeah.
Hmm.
So here we are. You know that we talked about the traits. We talked about, it's a roller coaster. That part.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Being in a relationship with a narcissist is really a roller coaster because they always trying to make you feel like it's not you, it's you, and it's them. That up and down, that in and out nonsense, the
Uh-huh.
grandiose of who they think they are,
Uh-huh.
it can mess with your head. For some, it's
The
messed them
trying
up.
to understand it part, trying to work with it, trying to work around it
Hmm.
and everything. That's the part that
Yep.
can eat you up
Exactly.
if you don't, choose a day. So like I was saying on one of the
Exactly.
other shows, I'm grateful for those that find a way out. Those
Yeah.
that are blessed with a
Yep.
resource or something happens to
Yeah.
change time and send your life in another direction so you can get away from that situation. So
Yeah.
I have some
Exactly.
Yeah.
friends indeed that have stopped by here. Obviously, I'm not going to say by name, but friends that
Yes.
have dealt with certain things that have already graced our platform, already watched our shows, still do watch it. A lot of them are asleep by now because some of them work super early in the morning and some work
Understood.
overnight and all of
Yeah.
that.
Understood.
But I always get text
Understood.
messages back from like everybody about watching it. Oh, and the last thing before I hand the mic back over, the YouTube
Mm-hmm.
channel, 23 subscribers. To some that might not be anything, but to me it's
Mm-hmm.
everything because it was at
Absolutely.
first it
Absolutely.
was like 2 or 3
Mm-hmm.
people, and then now
Exactly.
we have people tuning in. So I'm just grateful
Yeah.
for what we have so far.
Absolutely.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Absolutely. And it's
Absolutely.
growing. And you guys, we couldn't
it
do it
is
without you because
efficiently.
we are growing and we have more growth in the works. We have more
Mm-hmm.
support for you in the works, and you will see it coming your way soon. You will see it coming
Yes.
your
Sooner than
way
later
as
too.
I'm telling you,
Sooner than
sooner than
later. I'm
later.
trying to tell
Like
y'all.
Absolutely.
Shannon said, we just know we have to perfect it and
Yeah,
Yeah.
present it because we represent a very delicate subject. We represent a very delicate aspect in life, and for
yeah,
some, it
very
can
true.
no longer be swept under the rug. It cannot. We got to go up to the top with legislature because
Hmm.
now that's where the gist of it is at.
Hmm.
Go, because the system, this thing has created a systemic. I have to say it engages racism and everything.
Hmm. I
It's
feel that.
so many things that's connected to uh, poor mental health.
Yeah,
Again, the system and legislature; those things have to change. So we can't fight the system.
I
We
feel
can't
that.
fight. Uh, we can fight all sorts of things that have been grandfathered in from generation to generation. And I know it could be exhausting. It can be. However, we can do it one day at a time, one
I feel that.
legislature at a time, one ruling at a time. HIPAA privacy laws, they have to change
I
because so
feel
many
that.
people don't have anybody. They don't have a voice, let alone somebody else's voice to help speak for them.
Now I
So
have a
this is a
Mm-hmm.
question
part of
for
what
you
we do.
actually. Now I have a question for you. I wanted to
Absolutely.
know, and I like asking questions just to give you your take. I love being able to pick off of what you're saying as you're talking, and and doing it in front of everybody. But so what would you say would be two things, or three, whatever, two things
Mhm.
that you would say would be a practice of good mental hygiene? Because we just mentioned poor mental hygiene. So, what are two things you would say would show an example of someone who's practicing good mental health, hygiene, mental hygiene health? Well, I mean,
Go ahead, Shannon, and then I'm gonna come behind you.
no problem. Don't laugh me out
I'm
like
like, I'm like,
that.
huh?
That's,
Go ahead,
what?
Shannon.
Now, when you say good probably good mental health, or we said hygiene health,
Yeah, like
or
mental.
I get what you're
You know
saying.
what I mean, but
A
hygienic
good
mental.
who's practicing um good good health, mental health. Really, probably that's probably called more self care.
Yeah,
Your self care.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so ask your question again. What will be like a good
I
indicator?
was no. Well, I would say I was asking, what would you guys say would be a practice of someone showing an example of them practicing good mental health? Like, for instance, if I was depressed all the time and I wasn't doing anything about it, you can
Uh-huh.
see
Okay.
me indulging in snacks and eating all the time, or drinking soda, or
Right.
not, or just sitting around, as opposed to somebody that you could see maybe reading a book, or reading books and doing arts
Okay.
and crafts,
Yeah.
like you said, because that was one of
Okay.
your
Well,
examples of,
yeah,
like,
yeah, that
what
is
someone
one
would
of my
do.
examples. But
Yeah.
I really think a lot of what it's easier said than done
Yes.
is refocusing as much of that energy off of the thing that really occupies your brain, or takes up space in your head, so
I
to
feel
speak.
that.
Right.
I feel that.
Um, because we can go in this continuous loop of thinking about the same thing sometimes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just really remembering fixing what you know you can fix,
Yeah.
and then that's a good start.
I feel
A
that.
lot of stuff we can fix on our own. A lot of stuff,
Yeah.
the phrase "it is what it is."
It is what
Um,
it is.
but learning how to heal from certain things, where it's a case of it is what it is,
Yeah.
inevitable. But learning how to heal from that slowly, and knowing too that um, healing, whatever situation is, does come in your own time. To
Yeah.
Thank you for
me,
saying that again. Yeah. You said that to
and
Paris.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
whether that's through processing a death or a situation, you gotta figure out what's next.
Yeah.
Because if you wallow in it and you let it stick there too long, then that's where it festers. It's like a festering wound.
I feel
That's
that.
Yeah.
where it
Yeah.
gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse day by day. And if you're not doing anything about it, to at least put some type of medication on it or see a doctor,
I
then it
feel
will
that.
get worse.
Yeah.
One small thing can fester into a big thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? Having the sniffles is starting out with that, and then going into having a full blown raging fever
Yeah.
Yeah.
is totally different. When you
Mm-hmm.
get to, I'm just saying as an example,
I know
another
exactly what, yeah.
example,
Hmm.
when it gets to a fever, then you have a whole new different problem.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
another thing I have learned too is start to eliminate some people out of your life that don't serve you
Mm-hmm.
well.
Exactly. Exactly.
And
Very
sometimes
true.
it's very hard. That may even mean people that you've known forever. That
Yeah.
could mean family members.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
could mean, don't insert yourself in situations that is none of your business for you to stress about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um, Sometimes people, and I'm laughing
Yeah.
because I'm trying to say this. Keep it clean, don't be mean. Um, I struggle with
What is
that
it?
lately.
No,
All
Professor
right
got us
now.
now. She got to tell us what it is. What is it, Professor? Is what is it?
Okay, I
Don't
struggle
be
with that.
mean. Keep it clean.
That's what
Don't
it
be mean.
is. Don't be
I'm trying
mean.
to.
Keep it clean
I'm trying to not be mean,
Mm,
and I'm trying to keep it clean at the same
mm.
time.
at the same
Um,
time.
I'm working
Mm.
on it, Lord. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to, we do too much and we hang around the same people. If that one person or this group of people has so much negativity and you wind up feeling worse
Hmm.
than when you walked in and been around them, you have to make some hard decisions. It's not pleasant, but it's part of protecting your own mental health, and that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
just some
Yeah.
some small things.
Yeah.
And we know those people. We know those
Yeah.
people that always have something to say. They always keep a whole bunch of drama going. They're just negative
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
They don't have anything
Yeah.
positive to say to you. But keep. I will say one more thing, and I promise.
Sure. You good,
Before I'm
mommy?
gonna land the plane.
Go
You
I'm gonna
ahead.
good.
land that plane.
It's
But
all right.
but
It's all
Right.
some
right.
people, you have to make a decision to go.
Yeah.
Whether that
Yeah.
be a
Yeah.
Very true.
relationship or whether that be a friendship. And again,
Exactly.
it hurts. It can
Yeah.
hurt. But if that person that's around you, and I just repeat it, I'll repeat it again. Those people, that person that's
Mm.
around you, they always have something to say. You want
Yeah.
to do something, or you're interested in something, and you're excited. And
Hmm.
well, what you want to do that for? You're going to fail at it. Well, you need to really evaluate every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Are you telling me this because you're jealous? Are you telling
Mm.
me this
Mm.
because you are hateful? Are you
Very
telling me
Mm.
true.
this because you're narcissistic?
Right.
Or are you
Mm.
telling me this because you secretly don't like me?
Hmm.
And we
Because
claim to
very
be
people get very
friends or thought we
persuasive.
were
Yeah.
friends. You
Hmm.
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
um, that's and I'm so sorry to run. That's more than one thing, but
It's all
when
right.
they
You're
get
fine.
going, they get
You.
going.
I know what you mean.
but
It's all right.
but I think that those are at least two things, and there are more that we need to be cognizant of when we're trying to make sure that we are protecting our peace.
I feel that.
Key
Yes.
word:
Yes.
protecting your peace.
I feel that.
Yes.
And with
Yes.
that, I land that plane.
Understood.
I'm not mad at
Understood.
that. Now before I
Protecting your
let
peace.
now
Yeah.
before I let
Protecting
Professor
your peace.
before I let Professor B answer the same question, of course I'll repeat the
Mhm.
question for you too. I wanted to roll some across the screen that I had pop up for just a moment, which is a tip that has to do with narcissism. It's just to forgive yourself, because that's one thing I had to do.
Yeah.
It took years for me to do that. I went through a lot of emotions
Exactly.
trying to not justify why that person was, why it was okay for them
Mhm.
pretty much to do what they did to me, and
Mhm.
trying to figure it out. So
Exactly.
forgive yourself. It says to understand that the effects of narcissistic abuse is not your fault. Forgive yourself for any
Mhm.
perceived
Exactly.
mistakes or shortcomings. Focus on self compassion and healing. Just wanted to throw that out
Yes.
Yes.
there. Now,
Yes.
Professor, I want you
Absolutely.
to answer the question behind my mom. And I had asked for two or three things that you appreciate. Well, was that the? I think
Well,
you
it
might have
was
already answered that
about
one.
Yeah,
yeah, the mental
I think she
health.
kind of did.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did. You were talking about like what are some of the signs
some of the
that a
signs. That's what.
person
Yeah,
mhm.
thank you. And that's why I use you for that
Mhm.
sharp
Uh,
mind sometimes, because all that I'm thinking about while we're on the show.
Yeah,
mhm.
No, so I
yeah.
wanted to ask you, yeah, so some signs of someone that is practicing good mental health hygiene, and things I mentioned on the darker side of things, or the trouble side of things, which is
Mhm.
indulging in like snacks that aren't good for you, and just
Yeah.
like eat, sympathy eating. When you feel bad, you might indulge in a bunch of ice
Exactly.
cream and a bunch of, so you might smoke a lot of cigarettes or something like that out of stress,
Yeah.
or
Right.
drink, or whatever it is you may do. But what
Absolutely.
are things that you see people doing, or that you would acknowledge as two or three things that show that you are on your way, or already established good mental hygiene health?
Mhm. Good
Yeah,
Well,
practices. Yeah.
the
yeah, good
first
practices.
thing to practice the takeaway is to break the cycle.
I feel that.
Mhm.
Once you know where it's coming from, you know what it is and where it's coming from. You got to break the cycle. If not, it's going to
Exactly.
pass to the next generation. It's
Uh-huh.
going to be more wicked than ever.
Yes.
And when a person has passed through that journey, and actually sometimes they're still passing through, it's almost like a
I feel
recovering
that.
addict. You know what
I
I
feel
mean?
that. Yeah.
Who because that you got to keep getting treatment. You got to keep, as Shannon says, self care.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, it's not just enough to have self awareness. You
Yeah.
got to
Mhm.
keep at it to
Yeah.
be able to get through
To
it,
be
to be
and
able
stay
to stick
with it.
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be consistent, break the
Yes.
cycle, continue engaging in good physical hygiene, because
Yeah.
sometimes this thing is like a leech. It can latch onto you and you won't eat, you won't sleep, you won't eat right. You may
Trust
eat,
me.
but you won't eat right.
Mhm.
You may
Trust
sleep,
me.
but you won't rest.
Right.
Those two
Yes.
things is equally important in on our mental health journey, is to eat well, eat right, and to sleep, to rest,
Mm-hmm.
to recover and restore. That's a part of the healing process. Also, a person who is on a good mental health journey, they're charting their progress. They're
I
charting
feel
their
that.
progress day to
Yes.
day, month to month, year to year. Chart it, because you will
Feel
see a
that.
significant difference in the before, during, and after effects, because anything we do happens to us before, during, and after, and we need to understand those things. We need to understand how those things play out in our lives: before an event, during an event, and after, because
Yes.
that
Yes.
it shows efficacy, it shows us how and what else we need to do to make improvements, and it also helps us to reach out to the right group of people to help us to do that. We can't
I
be
feel that.
these shining stars and without the right people in our lives.
Well, you said
And
that on time because the simply psychology link that you dropped to me in my email is what's rolling across the
yeah,
bottom of the screen right now. So
Yes. Okay.
absolutely,
I
Yeah.
don't have it
absolutely,
blown up as a block to be able to, I don't want a big link to cover everyone's faces, but if you can read it at the
absolutely,
bottom, it's a link for www.simplypsychology.org. How do
absolutely.
narcissists abuse? How do narcissists and those that suffer from narcissism deal with abuse, and how do they take it further in the future? Is what that
Yes.
Yes.
link is.
And I
Yeah,
will post that again. I believe I posted it on our page. But I will post it again,
I'll
because
check
these are
tonight.
all, yeah, check tonight. And if not, we'll post it again. I'll definitely post it again. Just like the article I posted and a link to Dr. Romani's uh, video, which is YouTube, on how to stop thinking about the effects of the narcissist, how to detach.
Exactly.
It's a long journey to detach,
And then I want to
and
squeeze
it's a
in.
spiritual journey.
Right.
It's very
Exactly.
spiritual. Yeah. So some things you may have to throw away. I'm just saying.
I feel you.
Some things you may have to throw
I feel
away,
you.
burn it. I
And
mean,
push it to the side.
family, I got to tell you, I don't want people to think, okay, is she talking ritual? What is she talking about? No, I'm talking about what brings. I'm, I just making it clear. Don't get it
Right now,
twisted.
just right. You're
I'm
Yes.
right.
just making it clear
Disclaimer. Yeah.
what purges your life. Sometimes you
Right.
need to
Yeah.
throw it away. Whatever
Right.
is linked, whatever's
Yeah.
attached to you and that narcissist. Sometimes you need to burn it. Sometimes you don't even want to give it away. Just
Hmm.
get rid of it so that it purges you in the atmosphere that you're in, so you can move on. It's just a purging. It's also, you can detach. It's just a symbolism of detachment. And once you are detached from that thing spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, your emotional intelligence will improve. And that's another key factor on how you know a person is on their a good mental health journey. It's because their emotional intelligence is improving.
I feel
And
that.
they have permission. They now know they have permission to speak, because narcissists will never give you permission to speak.
I
No.
feel that. I feel that.
Never ever. So that's my little takeaway.
I feel that. Now
Yes.
And it
I wanna
works.
give y'all one quick question. It's gonna be one quick answer as well, because y'all know we about to wrap it up. I don't know if y'all can
Mm-hmm.
hear
Oh
what
yeah.
I'm hearing in my ears, but I have that music playing, which means we're about to wrap it up soon, everybody. But I
All
did
right.
want to. That's what the cue is. They know what that means. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So the question is, what are the boundaries that I'm willing to set against narcissists or those that don't serve me? So that was a general question.
Oh,
Instead of it being
wow.
just directly to narcissists, everybody hasn't dealt with
Woo.
narcissists, like my mama said. So
Yeah.
one question. I'm sorry, one quick answer on something that you're willing to set, as far as a boundary against narcissists, or a situation, a person that
Oh
doesn't serve
wow.
you.
Wow. I'm like Shannon too. Wow.
Mhm.
That might have to be another show.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we can turn it into
Me.
one. Shoot,
Ah, the
a quick answer if you
boundaries.
got
Yeah,
one.
that
If you
might,
don't
Boundaries.
have one, if you
that
want to
that'll be
hold it,
another show.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
yeah, one thing I
Okay.
could say, one thing for sure, I can say, you have to set real boundaries that protect you.
I
You
feel
Yeah.
have
that.
to
Yes.
protect your voice.
I feel
If you
that.
don't protect your voice, then it's a done deal.
I feel that.
Protect your voice.
What
Yeah,
about you,
protect your
mommy?
voice.
You said boundaries, boundaries, boundaries.
Yeah, the question is, what boundaries am I willing to set against narcissists or those that don't serve me?
You know what? Just really knowing, probably pretty much what I've said just a few minutes ago.
Exactly.
Just really knowing. that this person does not make me feel good. I
feel that.
feel that you feel worse when you leave them as you come in for some whatever reason,
Yeah,
whether it's
yeah.
the energy or anything like that. And just realizing that you deserve better. That saying that
Absolutely.
goes that with your fool me once, shame on me, or you
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
fool you twice, shame on me,
Mm-hmm.
and
Fool
and
me
really
three times, yeah,
really
again.
something like
Mm.
that.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so I would say basically saying that, um, especially if you could possibly even know it happening
I feel
and
that.
not move away from it and still stay in that same space,
Yeah.
then
I
what are
feel
you
that.
at a certain
Yeah.
point? What are you supposed to do? You know, you got to find out on your own, and you got to make your own move on your own.
I feel that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong
Yeah,
with
Yeah.
yeah.
that.
Decide that
And you will
you got
get
to be
support.
tired of being
Mm-hmm.
tired.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Really
You
tired of being
got to get
tired,
sick
and you
and
do it.
tired. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
You
eventually
got to
does
be.
happen.
And it
Yep.
Yeah.
will, yeah, and it will. And that's how, and I believe, as humans, we need dilemmas so many times for us to be able to really move forward, to tell
Yes.
you
And
the
move on
truth,
in life. Yeah.
and move
Uh,
on. Yeah, absolutely.
and
So
it may
here we
happen
are.
suddenly. Yeah.
That part.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This was a
that
great
part.
show.
And it will happen
Yeah.
suddenly.
It
This is
happens
a great
suddenly.
show.
You
Absolutely.
wake up and feel
Yeah.
like,
Absolutely.
wait a minute.
Absolutely.
So turning that, I'm gonna carry this idea over to Wednesday's show, which
Okay.
Yes.
is um how
Uh,
barriers that you're willing to set against narcissists or people that don't serve you. I think that's a great
Yeah,
subject. So I would
yeah.
love
absolutely.
for those that have watched or will watch later,
Absolutely.
those in other parts of the world, in Alaska and in
Uh,
Bali and wherever you are, whoever you are, wherever you are. This is the pit stop, aka just stop it. Um, Wednesday show 7:30 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as well as Sundays are just stop it shows from 8 to 9. You can catch us on the YouTube page JTI Reform. We have our IG page, our TikTok and stuff as well. I'll make sure I roll that across the bottom of the across the closing credits. And if you stay tuned, for those that are watching in here, I do have the clip that I showed in the beginning that you said you like, Professor. I'm gonna roll that by
Yes.
as well. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But thank
Absolutely.
you everybody
Absolutely.
for staying up with us.
yeah.
I
Yeah, for
appreciate that.
staying up with us. Exactly. And please protect your peace. Whatever you do,
Yes.
protect your peace.
We got a T Martin on
Oh,
YouTube. Thank you for commenting. I appreciate that. Thank you for
Absolutely.
watching from YouTube. So that's another YouTube
Yes.
comment. 3
yeah.
people from YouTube today. So I
Absolutely.
appreciate that. Thank you, y'all.
And Joshua Jimenez, I'm seeing him on YouTube too.
That's what's up.
He is also a part of a collective for actually educating young men of color, making sure
I
that they
feel
get
that.
equal opportunities for young men of color. He is one of the team members there, and we're going to come. Actually, he's going to be one of our guests on the show, so I won't spill the beans. But
I know
he's
that's
going to
right.
be
You
one
better
of our
speak that
upcoming
forward.
guests
Mhm.
in May, and he said he's coming through in May. So, Josh, if you're listening
Welcome.
tonight, we love you like no other, and we thank you for partnering with us. And
Yeah.
everybody, all our graduates, our May graduates, June graduates,
Hey,
all our
and my
graduates
cousin Naya,
Yeah.
Howard
coming up.
University.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cousin Naya of
Yeah.
Howard H. Howard University
Okay.
in the house tonight, and we love you.
Correction.
We support you. Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry, Hampton University.
Hampton
That's what the correct.
University.
I made the mistake. I'm sorry.
Hampton
University.
Yeah, I just thought about it after you
Hampton.
said that.
All right.
Yes.
I thought
Yeah.
so.
Hampton University.
Naya Rydwell,
All
my
right.
niece, you know,
Yeah.
Huge congratulations. Big up.
huge congratulations. Fulbright
Yeah.
at Hampton University, which they argue that Howard and Hampton argue about
Yeah.
being the real
Oh,
HU
wow. Can you imagine?
type thing and stuff. So
Yeah.
that's
The
where she
frat
will be
thing, huh?
attending pretty soon. So everybody wish her well in her endeavor.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
We're proud of you. We're so proud of you, and everybody who's passing through tonight. For those of you who are thinking about, don't be afraid. Like us and our pages. Just view our shows across
Yeah.
And
platforms.
share with us.
And
I wanna hear from
share
y'all.
with us.
I would
and
love to hear
share with
from
the
y'all.
community.
And me
We
too.
need this to be in the eyes and the ears, to go full front in the eyes of our
Exactly.
legislators, our community leaders. They need to hear, and we need to be like hummingbirds. Make some noise. Though it's very
Yeah.
small, but it makes some noise and it pollinates. So we pollinating and putting it down for good mental health. So yeah,
I know
and
that's right.
Asia Lee.
Of
Asia Lee
course.
got some good stuff coming up. My niece Asia Lee, love you like no other.
The link
My
is rolling
niece-
across the bottom, everybody.
Yes.
Absolutely. My niece Lacey, I love you, baby. And Ashley, my other niece, and all my niece and nephew, Kiara, Ann King. Oh my God. My nephew, Zeke, that's what I call him, Zeke. Another phenomenal young man in the music industry, and more, just an all around amazing guy. Love you. I just love everybody. And just to let you know, we are here for you. Trey often reminds us we are here for you. And this is what makes us who we are, because we are here for each other. Not too many people can say that, but we can say that and stand with it. So again, protect your peace, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Have a phenomenal Sunday night.
All right, catch y'all Wednesday, 7:30. Catch y'all Wednesday. Whatever platform you following us on, just make sure you stay up with us. Send us a message, just one topic that you would like to hear, that you want to discuss with us, so you can join back and you can have a reason to be with us and stay up with us as long. So thank you for everybody that has watched this entire stream. Thank you for y'all.
Absolutely. And again, if you want any of our amazing Shannon Grace Chappelle's amazing our opulent one products, please don't hesitate to really speak with us on Facebook page, and she'll get right back to you.
I know that's right.
All right.
I know
Peace,
that's
love,
right.
and joy. Love you guys.
All right, love you too. Thank you. It was a good show tonight. Thank you, Grammy, for watching. Thank you, everybody that's continued to stay up with us.
Margaret.
Yes. See y'all later.
Margaret and Auntie Kim. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Auntie Kim. Upstairs. All right. Right, I know, right?
Hey, and also, listen, Dr. K, we need you to come back and and talk to us about your. I see it was a message earlier. I don't know if you want to talk about it or not, but you said you got a little project going. He said, "Hey, just reply, say hey or hello. My company's blessing 50 people with 1,500 upwards." So we said hey. So if you want to come and plug that on the show on Wednesday, come on through. And I know you got some great stuff to share with us. You are an amazing advocate, and come on through. You don't got to wait for invitation with us. You family.
I know that's right.
I'm just saying.
That's right.
And again, the dad. Oh my God, the dad.
Oh, Dad Mentality Podcast. Rodney. Yeah. Rodney Glover is his actual name.
Mr. Rodney Glover. We thank you guys and everybody on that team for hitting us up all the way from Bali. Oh my God.
all the way from Bali. Yeah.
And Bali appreciate. I hope they appreciate.
Yeah.
I hope they appreciate you guys. Definitely. We certainly appreciate it here, and we hope to see you guys too on the show. We absolutely.
I know that's right.
We are definitely
the floor is open.
Guys up in here too. It's open. It's open, right? So we're out. Much love, joy, and peace.
All right, y'all.
All right,
catch y'all later.
Catch you later.
In a while. Bye, y'all. All right, y'all. This ain't nothing new. Y'all already know how we do. Catch you later on Wednesday, 7:30.
No other, and they're never in real time. There's no conversation of stability with them. There's no stability and no conversation. So when I realized, and too, Shannon, I love the other comment. I have to say, when you talked about, use the example. I love your examples used with Trayvon when the narcissist in the situation say, "Oh yeah, Trayvon's wallet was missing." Say, "Oh no," that scenario. That's how they are. They always try to make it seem like you are the problem when they are the problem, and they are also their own problem.
Yeah. Right.
And when you begin to recognize, when the victim begins to recognize that they do not have to be victimized anymore, and that the mask off. Now that part, to be able to take the mask off of a narcissist is really, you got to be fortified. You got to have support. You got to have proof. You gotta have also,
You gotta be
proof
ready for
like
that backlash.
for that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It
you
is
do.
because the backlash is wicked. The backlash is.
Okay, cool. So she already said I can let her in.
Cool.
So this is Miss Yelena. Awesome lady. I'm glad I had a chance to have a conversation with her. Not to take over the show what we're talking about, but I wanted to highlight her because she's has awesome energy. I can't wait to work with her in the
Yes, she
future.
does.
I'm not gonna say what we're gonna do with
Exactly.
her in the future, but great things are coming soon. She's a wonderful person to have on. This is Miss Yelena, everybody. Hey, Miss Yelena.
Absolutely.
Hi, good evening,
Hey,
everyone.
Yelena.
What's going on? I'm glad you stopped by. You said you would.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Just a friendly disclaimer. We're not a medical advice. We do not subscribe to medical advice. We are sharing information to enhance your life, to enhance your mental health. And again, this is just a friendly disclaimer. Anything concerning our videos is not intended for a medical professional. It does not replace our any medical professional advice. Please seek your medical professional team for anything